Hi everyone, this is Masood and welcome to Bygone Chronicles. Today let's talk about the origin of names of weekdays and the history of the week itself. In my last video, I spoke about the origin of the names of months and we learned that the names of the months have their origin in ancient Roman mythology and culture. However, with the present names of the week, they have their origin in Norse mythology, which was followed by the northern Germanic people, that is in Northern Europe and the Scandinavian countries. The Anglo-Saxons who captured England from the Romans followed the Norse mythology, and they have left their mark by naming the days of the week after their gods and goddesses. Let's take a look. Sunday, which is the first day of the week, comes from Sonnaday, the Norse god, or sorry, I must say goddess of sun. Sunday, the day of the sun, Sonnadag is the term in Old English. Monday, just as Sunday is the day of the sun, Monday is the day of the moon and comes from Monoday, the day of the moon in Old English, the Norse god of moon. However, the gender changes in Roman mythology where sun god is male and moon goddess is female. Tuesday comes from Tuis Dag, the day of Tuis, the Norse god of war, and he is associated with planet Mars. Wednesday comes from Odin's Day, the Norse god of gods or king of gods. He is also seen in popular culture as a character in many different series. He is associated with planet Mercury. Zeus, who in Greek mythology is considered as god of gods, is associated with planet Jupiter. Thursday comes from our popular character in Avengers, Thor, the Norse god of thunder. Friday or Frigaday comes from the Norse goddess of love, Freya, and she is associated with planet Venus. However, Saturday comes from Roman and not Norse mythology. As Norse didn't have an equivalent god of agriculture, they preferred to keep the old Roman name, and that is named after Dies Saturni, the Roman god of agriculture, associated with planet Saturn. How did the week start? Why are there 7 days in a week? The origin of the week can be traced back to the Babylonian civilization. The ancient Babylonians ruled over Mesopotamia, the present-day Iraq, parts of western Iran, and West Asia. In around 4500-4000 BC, their astronomers could see 7 celestial bodies like Sun, Moon, planets Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, and Saturn. They thought that each of these had a role to play in our lives, and basically they governed our lives. They respected these planets and equated them to gods. They said and believed that these 7 planets governed and ruled each day of our lives. And this is how the 7 day week began, with each of these 7 planets having a day of its own. Here we can see an intermix of both astronomy as well as astrology. Later, when the Greek civilization arose around the 12th century BC, they too adopted the Babylonian week. They recognized the importance of the sun and moon and called those days as Hemera Helio and Hemera Selenis, the day of the sun and the day of the moon. And for the remaining 5 days, they named it after their gods who ruled those planets, like Ares, the god of war, and who is associated with planet Mars, Hermes, god of commerce, and attributed to planet Mercury, Zeus, king of gods or god of gods, and is associated with Jupiter, Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and Saturday after Kronos, an evil god who ate his own children. Please note this about Kronos being an evil god, as we will talk about it a bit later. In the 1st century BC, Romans rose and they too adopted the same system of 7 days of a week. However, they just replaced the Greek gods with the names of their own corresponding gods from their own pantheon of gods. Sunday was named after the Roman god Solis Invicitae, Monday after their goddess Luna, Tuesday after Martis, the Roman god of war associated with planet Mars, Wednesday after Mercury, the goddess of shopkeepers in Roman mythology and associated with planet Mercury, Thursday with Jobus, the king of gods in Roman mythology and associated with planet Jupiter, Friday with goddess of love, Veneris, and Saturday, they didn't have someone like Kronos, an evil god, but just associated with the corresponding planet god, Saturni, the Roman god of agriculture. We have already spoken about the Anglo-Saxons taking over England towards the end of the 4th century AD and renaming the days of the week after their gods. We currently, the present days of the week are named after their gods, except Saturday, which comes from the Roman mythology. However, what is most interesting here is that our Indian mythology shares many traits with the Greek mythology, and it also shares this system of naming the days of the week after the planets and celestial bodies. We have Ravivara, that is for Sunday, and we know that Ravi means sun. It's the day of the sun. Similarly, Som means moon, the day of the moon. Mangalwara is associated with planet Mars. Buduvara is associated with planet Mercury. Guruvara is associated with Jupiter, the Guru or the biggest planet. Shukravara for Venus, and for Saturday, there is Shaniwara. Though Shaniwara is not considered as an evil god, Shani is considered as an inauspicious day. The god Sunny is considered as someone who gets angry very easily. So we have got temples of sense of Sunny, so that where Hindus pray to please the Sunny god. Sunny is considered inauspicious, so no marriages or special events are celebrated on this day. Do you notice I've mentioned Abraham under Babylonian civilization? Why have I done that? Well, let's look at it in the next slide. Abraham was the son of a famous Babylonian priest and was the first to reject the Babylonian gods and call for the worship of one God, thus leading to the birth of three modern religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. According to both Judaism and Islam, in fact, all three, God created the world in 6 days, and as per Judaism, rested on the seventh day. So the Jews rest on the day of Sabbath, which is the Jewish holiday of Saturday. Jews name their week as day 1 to day 6, with day 7 having a special name, that is Saturday, as Sabbath, the day of rest. Similarly, in Islam, there is a very similar verse that states that God created the world in 6 days, but there is no talk of rest here on the seventh day. In fact, the special day for Muslims is Friday, known as Al-Jummah, which means to congregate. So you see Muslims congregating in mosques on this day. The Muslim weekdays are named day 1 to day 5, with day 6 having a special name called Jummah, and day 7 is known as the Sabbath day after the Jewish day of rest. The Muslims and the Jews share a lot of things in common, from food to both eating halal meat to prohibiting pork, uh, male circumcision, etc. Just as we see how ancient mythologies shaped common beliefs. So that was a brief history and few facts about the week as seen in different mythologies and cultures. I hope you found the video informative and useful. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment what you think, feel. That's all for now. Thank you.